Shalom, Israel. All praises to Yahweh Shmi Awashai. I pray that this video is edifying to you, right? Whether this may be a new topic to you or something that you may have already mastered. But it never hurts to go over something that you know, right? It helps you be a better understanding person and a knowledge, wisdom, understanding of that subject matter, or to learn from one another, because iron sharpens iron. All right, so the title of this video or this subject matter is going to be called "The Saints Come Marching In." All right, so growing up, we always heard that you wanted to be a saint. Oh, little Jimmy from down the block, he's such a saint. He don't do anything wrong, right? Little Jamal from up north, he never does anything wrong. But who are the real saints according to the Bible, right? So let's go to the book of Exodus, chapter 24, and verse number 7, right? Actually, start verse 1. Exodus 24 and 1. And I'm going to jump down to 6. And he said unto Moses, Come up unto the Lord, thou and Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel, and worship you afar off. All right, so we know the subject matter is, right, Moses, the Israelite from the tribe of Levi. Now verse 6, now verse 5, right? Matter of fact, we're just going to read it down. Exodus 24 and 2. And Moses alone shall come near the Lord, but they shall not come nigh. Neither shall the people go up with him. And Moses came and told the people all the words of the Lord and all the judgments. And all the people answered with one voice and said, All the words which the Lord hath said will we do. And Moses wrote all the words of the Lord, and rose up early in the morning, and built an altar under the hill, and 12 pillars according to 12 tribes of Israel. So again, the law, statutes, commandments were given to the 12 tribes of Israel. Verse 5. And he set young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto the Lord. Right? Let me get a quick precept. Have this annotated in this here particular Bible. All right, let's go to Genesis chapter 15 and verse number 18. On the same day the Lord made a covenant with Abraham, saying, Unto thy seed have I given this land, from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates. Right, so again, a covenant, right? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Exodus 24 and number 6. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant, right? The book of the covenant, we've read how the Lord made a covenant with Abraham to give that seed unto his children, right? Mainly to Isaac and to Jacob, to the 12 tribes. And he took the book of the covenant and read in the audience to the people, and they said, All that the Lord hath said will we do, and be obedient. Because that was the intention of our forefathers and foremothers. Their intentions originally were to listen to the Most High, right? They wanted to be righteous, but the lust of the flesh took hold of them. This is verse number 8. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people, and said, Behold, the blood of the covenant which the Lord hath made with you concerning all these words. Right, because a covenant, what Esau or these people do in this world is that, they make a covenant, a wicked covenant with blood on the left hand side. Right? They may cut their hand open and squeeze it so that blood comes out of it, and you have to do the same thing. And then now y'all shake hands, and then now y'all are in a pack together. Right? Now you're in a pack together. Or you may have sacrifice when it comes to children or to an animal, or selling your soul. Right? That's a blood covenant. But us on the right hand side, it's a specific way you do it, and to who, and for what purpose, and what reason, and what election. Or how we just read in Exodus. right? And then it's giving another example of that, right? Matthew chapter 26 and verse 28. For this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for the remission of sins, right? That's when Yahweh Shai died for us on that cross. But that specific context was when it was during the so-called Last Supper, right? The Lord's Passover. Now, let's go to Psalms chapter 50 and verse number 5. And it reads, gather my saints together. Remember, the subject matter is, who are the saints, right? The saints come marching in. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. And now we just went over that, who made a covenant with the Most High by sacrifice. The 12 tribes of Israel, right? The Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans today. Now, let's go get another precept in the book of Psalms, chapter 97 and verse number 10. And it reads, Yea, that love the Lord, hate evil. Right? Because if you love the Lord, you're going to hate evil. You're going to hate wickedness. It's going to vex you. It's going to sincerely, it'll put you in a bad mood. It'll put you in an angry mood. It'll put you in a sad mood. Right? When we're out on these highways and byways, or you just may be driving to work, or on your way on a bus to work, or even on a train, and you see our people either bugged out on some type of drug. They may be smitten with madness, talking to themselves, right? They may be, holes in their clothes, just looking like a wild man. Those type of things, seeing our people in this lowly estate, will drive you crazy. It'll drive you insane. Or you seeing how transformers are promoted at a all-time high rate, right? It's even to the point where I've seen certain videos on social media where even people of the LBG community, right? Lesbians, people bisexual, so-called gay people, they are even saying that the transformer agenda is even out of hand, right? You have the gay ABCs. You have all these different books promoted to our children that can't even comprehend how a TV works. Can't even comprehend how a microwave works, right? Kids that only know about a tablet to calm them down, but you have towards them pushing that they can be they and them. It's complete madness. Even I was watching this one show called like The Best Man. You had the movie The Best Man, and you had the sequel. Now there's even a TV show. And the guy, Lance, the football player, he has a son, he's growing up. You think he's going to follow after his dad's footsteps and play football. Come to find out, he identifies as a they. Right? So even in these modern shows, no matter, especially the shows of our people in, they sneak in that wicked agenda. They sneak it in. Let's go back to Psalms chapter 97 and verse 10. Yea, that love the Lord, hate evil. He preserveth the souls of his saints. He delivereth them out of the hand of the wicked. Now, if everyone is a saint, right? How about if every nationality is a saint, that means that no one will be wicked, right? But there has to be a balance of good and evil, right? I think I didn't write this down. I think this is the precept that I want. Lord willing, it is. Slocky, it's not that one, but the precept that talks about the Most High, don't good and evil proceed out of the mouth of the Most High. Let me just look that up real quick. Salakia. So that's going to be Lamentations chapter 3 and verse 38. Out of the mouth of the Most High proceedeth not evil and good. Right, so there's going to be evil actions. There's going to be, well, what man perceives as evil actions and good actions, right? You have angels on the right-hand side. You have angels on the left-hand side that we known to us as devils, as deceivers, right? So, and that spirit is on a certain nation of people, so-called white people, Edomites, right? Job 9 and 24. Let me get that real quick. This is the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Right. So who forced you that you and your children had to get a vaccine in order for them to go to school? Who forced you that you had to get a COVID shot if you wanted to travel? Right? If you wanted to go to work, who forced this on you? They coming out now, right? It's been 5 years since they pushed that, and it's mutating your DNA, right? It's mutating your DNA. Even now, I seen an article that this Edomite farmer was saying that 30% of, so first of all, a lot of the proteins, like powders, is crickets. Yes, it's crickets. You can look this up for yourself. It's crickets and a lot of the protein powders and things of that nature that, unbeknown to you, is being put into those things. And the kicker is 30% of the cricket farms, right, have crickets that are infested with parasites. And I believe it's one parasite called like horseworm or worm horse, something like that, that takes over the mind and body of a cricket and gets that cricket to basically jump into the water or grasshopper into the water so that it drowns itself so it can have full control over that cricket's body. And these crickets that have these parasites are dangerous to humans. This is Psalms 97 and verse 10. Yea, that love the Lord hate evil. He preserveth the souls of his saints. He delivereth them out of the hand of the wicked. Right? So we have to be delivered out of this captivity. This isn't our rest. This isn't our rest. So let's go to Psalms chapter 148. The lovely book of Psalms chapter 148 and verse 14. It says, he also exalteth the horn of his people. Right? His is possessive. Like, that's his clothes, that's his shoes, that's his cat, that's his dog, that's his vacuum cleaner. Right? His is possessive. It says he also exalteth the horn of his people, the Lord's people, us. Right? The praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Lord. So the children of Israel, if you didn't know, are the saints. So anytime you may have heard that song, the saints go marching in your youth, or even recently, it's talking about you, brother. It's talking about you, sister. It's talking about you, young Jake. Right? Let's go to Exodus 19 and 6. Actually, Exodus 19 and 5. Now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then you shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. Right? The earth belongs unto the Lord. It's his footstool, and we are his people, and we are above all the people of the face of the earth. Verse 6. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. Again, let's read that again. Psalms 148 and 14. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, people near to him. Praise ye the Lord. Praise ye Yahweh. Right? Let's see if we get another one. Old Testament. All right. So now let's go to the book of Daniel. Right, the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter and the 18th verse. And it reads, "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom." Right? What kingdom are we going to take? We're going to take this kingdom, this so-called kingdom right here. The whole world, but primarily Babylon. And really primarily on top of that, the land of Jerusalem, Israel. But the saints of the Most High, right, or the children of Israel, shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Now, if the Amalekites are the real Israelites, right, the real chosen people, they wouldn't have to, America wouldn't have to help them take the land, right? The Most High is going to help us take that land. We won't need man's help to do that, right? And it says going to possess it forever, even forever and ever. Now, that's not talking about the people that are in that land right now. We haven't been rightfully put in our homeland again by the Most High. So this prophecy is yet to come to pass, right? I'm going to jump down to verse 22. It says, "Until the Ancient of Days came and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High. And the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom." Again, we have to possess the kingdom, right? The Most High is going to give it to us. And when I say us, I'm talking about the so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And you may have someone that looks like me that you may think is an Israelite, but may not be one. I've met someone who is around my so-called skin tone, and their father is an Edomite, and their mother is an Israelite. Literally a chocolate-covered Edomite. So, and the funny thing about it is, the Most High is putting the curses on these Edomites, right? You have Edomites that are being given over to drug overdose. You have Edomites that are being given over to poverty, right? This chocolate-covered Edomite is on child support, and that's what Jake goes through, specifically the tribe of Judah, right? So these things are coming to pass, and it's a glorious sight, right? Revelation chapter 14 and verse 12 says, "Here's the patience of the saints." Now, there's something that brothers and sisters definitely want to pray for during these last days. You want to pray for patience. Why patience? Because we're going to be put in situations where it may seem like you're not going to get out of it. FEMA camps, starvation, being pilgrims, not knowing when to rest. You may not know what day it is. Right? Your flesh may be tested to go steal, to go loot and rob, to kill unprovokedly, to do all manner of things that are against the scriptures, right? And we don't want to be in that type of mind frame, right? That type of predicament. Let's get a quick precept on that. Right, let's go to the book of James, chapter 2 and verse 26. "For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also." And one of the works that you can have coupled with faith is patience. Patience is a work. That's what they say in the world. Patience is a virtue, right? Being able to be patient and hope and wait on the Lord is a beautiful thing. Let me see if I can get that precept real quick. Right, this is Lamentations chapter 3 and verse 26, and it reads, It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord." Right? It's a good thing. It's a good thing for us to read again. "It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord." When you're quietly waiting and hoping, that's exercising patience to a T. That's exercising patience to a T. All right? Let's read this again. Back in Revelation 14:12. Here's the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Yahweh Shai. Right? So faith without works is dead. You have to have faith in Yahweh Shai that he's going to return, right? That he died for our sins, right? And you have to have patience that Yahweh is going to send Yahweh Shai to redeem us. You can't be trying to force the hand of the Most High, all right? And we're going to close out with this precept right here, right? Romans chapter 1 and verse 7. To all that be in Rome, beloved of Yahweh, called to be saints. So, when people like to go to these different epistles that Paul wrote, right, he's always going to address the fact that he's talking to Israel no matter what. And we just went over who the saints are. And he just said in Romans 1 and 7, to all that be in Rome. All that are in Rome, right? Okay. Beloved of the Most High, called to be saints. So the all that he's talking about the saints that are in Rome. And the saints are the children of Israel. Therefore, you had primarily Jews living in Rome. And America is also known as modern-day Rome through the way that the government is set up, through different architecture and things of that nature, right? This is a Roman citizen. If Paul's alive today, he'd be in what we call Babylon, right? So-called America. He would have American citizenship like us, but that don't mean that he's not an Israelite by blood. It's literally that simple, right? Grace to you and peace from Yahweh our Father and the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, right? So, you know, those people are the saints, the children of Israel. See if we can find another quick example real quick. Let's go back to James. Let's go back to James. But this time, let's go to chapter 1 and verse 1. James, the servant of the Most High and of the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Greetings. Because you have Israelites scattered everywhere. There's saints scattered everywhere. We're going to be gathered from the 4 corners of the earth, from the 4 winds of the earth. But with that, I'm going to close up. Lord willing, this is an edifying video. I pray that brothers and sisters can learn from this. Salakia for my pauses. I'm just getting back in this thing, and Lord willing, I can continue to grow as the Lord shows mercy on me. Kwam Yasharallah, all praises to Yahweh Shai. Shalom.